Hey, I'm Beth and I'm here to do another episode at Road and Load. Today I'm at David Watson and I'm going to be having a chat inside with Amanda. I'd like to find out a little bit more about what I could actually do to get a job within the industry and here as well. So let's have a little chat. Hey Amanda.
Hi Beth, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm really good,
Well, it's a bit warmer in here, it's freezing today.
It's not the best job to have on a day like this, is it?
Well, thanks for letting us have a chat with you
You're
today
welcome.
anyway. So my first question that I really would like to know more about is how could I actually get a job within this industry?
Well, I mean, we advertise for positions via Indeed and on our website, and we're always looking for drivers, experienced or inexperienced drivers. We're happy to accommodate. To get a job within the industry, you need to have a Class 2 minimum HGV licence. That allows you to drive a smaller truck. Once you've obtained that, then you can get a job within our industry anyway. And then we often put dedicated and passionate drivers through to their Class 1 once they've gained some experience with us. We interview them, and if they're suited to the company, then we'll take them on a driving assessment, and we can gauge their driving, how they position and drive the vehicle safely, importantly. And then we contact our training department to see when it's a good time for them to start, sort out what vehicle is suitable for them, what depot they wish to start at, and that's the process then starts.
Yeah, sure. So could you talk to me a little bit more about the classes when you were talking about Class 1, and because I don't know anything about what that even means really.
You pass your driving test, and then the next driving exam would be a Class 2,
okay,
and that allows you to drive the smaller trucks in our business.
Sure.
With a Class 1, you are qualified then to drive an Arctic and pull a trailer. So with Class 2, you can't drive the Arctic and you can't pull a trailer. So we really rely on trailers being pulled. So we ideally prefer Class 1, but we have tons of work for Class 2. So, and the young drivers need experience to gain their Class 1. So we will happily start young drivers so that they can gain the experience and then put them through their Class 1.
Sure. So once you've got Class 1, is that then the final one?
That is the final one. I'm sure there are other areas that you can expand on training. What we do is for our Class 2 drivers and Class 1 drivers, if they drive a HIAB, which is the vehicles with the crane on, then we put them through their LORRY loader and their slinger signaller courses here, where they can gain their CPC hours. And again, Andrew will be able to talk to you a bit more in depth about the CPC hours. But we put them through their course. We have 2.5 weeks of training once they start with us, which is intense training. Yearly, we put them through their ADR course, which is the movement of dangerous goods and chemicals. That's quite a specific course that we put them through. They also do things like safety critical medicals for certain sites, like the HS2 site that we cover. You need certain qualifications for that, which we put them all through. Because we're FORS Gold, all our drivers have to go through low city training, which is cycle safety, bridge safety. There is, what's the other one, terrorist course that they have to go through. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, there's loads of different online courses that they have to do, and they can do this in their own time. And we try and do it so they can do it at home during their own time, or when they're nighting out and they've got nothing to do in their truck, they'll sit there and do their courses.
Okay.
But we have to maintain a level of training to be competent with our FORS accreditation, otherwise we fail the FORS and then they take it away from us.
Oh, blimey, yes.
And we pride ourselves on our FORS Gold, so we're very conscious of that.
Yes.
So we're on that, and the training manager, again, Andrew, will be able to explain all that for you.
Okay, oh, that's really interesting. So does that, do you always have to keep upgrading that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's constantly maintained, and it's also tracking that the drivers are up to speed with it. And we talk them through it. Because not all our drivers are very IT literate, so we talk them through it. They come in the office and do it if they feel the need. But during their 2.5 weeks, they complete their low city training. They also complete various other training. Our trainers will go out on the truck with them and do on-the-job training with them. So they're live on the job, and our trainers can watch how they deal with the problems on site and how they overcome it, and then they talk them through it and guide them through it. But we also have a fantastic driver community. So when they're on site, and if they're new drivers and it's their first job on site, there's generally other of our drivers on site as well that will be able to assist them. And if not, they're on the end of the phone, we're on the end of the phone, and we'll always speak to them. So
that's really nice.
Really
it's important, isn't it, to have the community and to be there for each other and to help.
Yeah, absolutely. And we pride ourselves on the relationship our drivers have with each other, and we've got a fantastic driving community. So
that's really
they're all
lovely.
Good friends. No, that's good because it keeps them happy. Because they night out a lot. Our drivers, you know, night out between 2 to 4 nights a week, and that can be a lonely job unless you've got friends around you. So we always encourage that they meet up with other drivers. And every depot has a driver mess as well, which is some accommodation where they can sit, they can chat, they can make a cup of tea, they can cook their food, they can shower and have a couple of hours relax. Obviously, because of drivers' hours, they have to, you know, stick to their driver's hours. They need to take their breaks when they have to. So all our depots have that. Oh,
okay, that is really good. That's really nice. So what, the different drivers, are they sometimes on, like, they cross paths within the routes then, so they can meet up? Yeah,
absolutely, definitely. I mean, they arrange it. You know, they all know what, they talk a lot, so they've got all these various WhatsApp groups.
I was going to say WhatsApp groups.
Yeah, definitely love a bit of social media. So they all chat to each other, and they may say, oh yeah, I'm on that site, and then they'll be like, yeah, I'm there tomorrow as well, and then they're nighting out, and they'll discuss nighting out, and then they'll arrange an evening out. They do meet up regularly, and they're all really good friends.
That's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
So now I know a sort of basic thing of what I could expect and about the industry. What would you say about me if I specifically wanted a job within this company? Is there any differences?
So we are a specialist transport company, so we do the unusual. We don't just pick up a load, deliver it, drop it off, and then you know, go to a different site and do the same. We generally have to work out our sites. So we always do site surveys prior to the delivery of a building or a modular building or whatever it is we're delivering, to make sure the ground is safe, to make sure that the ground is able to take the load of the truck and the goods on the truck. We also make sure that road is accessible to get into site, make sure it's open on time, make sure there's a contact on site. So that's what the site survey does. And then the driver is given a job sheet. They then go to the site and sometimes we have to follow certain routes because roads aren't wide enough. So we use a system called Edsel, which gives us the right route. If it's a wide load, you need dispensations. So there's a lot involved in just a truck going to site and delivering a load.
So is there actually like an app that's for? Is it an app with a map on there?
There's a program that we use which does a route for us. Oh, okay. It's not 100% reliable, but it's what we use and we stick to it. We do tend to do a lot of street view. The CAMs, key account managers in our office that book the jobs in, they will look at the street view and make sure that there's enough width for the truck to get through. I mean, when we deliver, for example, hot tubs, wow, that's incredible, that, because you've got this massive truck going down this tiny cul-de-sac, and then they literally have to lift the hot tub off of the back of the lorry into someone's garden, over other people's gardens.
Oh my God.
And obviously the logistics of that it's a nightmare, it's a logistical nightmare, but the guys do it, and they're fantastic at it. And we have we try to use the same drivers for the same job, so we have meals drivers that we use that do machinery, and then we have the hot tub guys, they do that. So we try to keep the same guys on the same sort of client work, so that then the client gets to know the drivers and have a fantastic relationship with our clients.